Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into the silent language of the human body, breaking down the incredible insights from former FBI counterintelligence officer Joe Navarro's book, What Everybody is Saying. All right, let's jump right in with a story from a real FBI case file. Picture an interrogation room. An agent is questioning a man about a murder. Now, on the surface, this guy is calm, his alibi seems solid, he's not even really a major suspect, but the agent just has this feeling, something is off. You see, the agent has an ace up his sleeve. He knows the murder weapon was an ice pick, a detail that was never released to the public. Only the killer would know that. So, he decides to test a theory, to lay a little verbal trap. Now, this is brilliant. The agent just starts listing off potential weapons, one by one. He's carefully watching the suspect's face, looking for the tiniest reaction. He's not just listening to the answers, he is watching for the body's unspoken response to every single word. And then, bingo. The moment the agent says ice pick, the man's eyelids clamp shut. It's a quick, totally involuntary movement. It's a form of eye blocking, and it's a huge sign of distress. In that one split second, the agent knew. This minor person of interest just became his prime suspect. And yep, he later confessed. So what did that agent see? How does that even work? Why does our body betray us, even when we're trying our absolute best to hide our true feelings? Well, the secret is buried deep inside all of our brain. Let me introduce you to your limbic system. You can think of it as your honest brain. It's this ancient, emotional part of us that has kept us alive for millions of years. It's always on, and it reacts to the world around us instantly, reflexively, and honestly, it never stops to think. And here's a crucial thing to understand. While our thinking brain, the neocortex, is totally capable of cooking up clever lies, our limbic brain just can't. It's our honest brain, and it broadcasts our genuine feelings through our body language, whether we want it to or not. And the power of this is incredible. Back in 1999, an alert customs officer noticed a man who was just way too nervous and sweating like crazy. Those were pure limbic stress responses that he had no control over. Because she observed that, she ended up catching the millennial bomber and stopping a major terrorist attack. In fact, this system is so hardwired into us that it kind of blows up the whole fight or flight idea. The actual human response to a threat isn't just one or the other. It's a sequence. First, you freeze to try and avoid being seen. Then you think about flight, getting away. And only as a final, last resort do you fight.
Okay, so now we get the why behind all this. It's our limbic brain. So let's start building our observation toolkit. It's time to learn the what. What specific behavior should we actually be looking for? So let me ask you, take a guess. What do you think is the most honest part of the human body? What's the hardest part to lie with? Hint, it's the part we pay the least amount of attention to, and that's exactly why it tells us so much. That's right, it's your feet. Think about it. From the time we're kids, we're taught to control our faces, right? Put on a happy face. But nobody ever taught us how to lie with our feet. So they're our most honest communicators, signaling what we're really feeling all the time. So here are a few really big tells you can start looking for right away. There are happy feet, wiggling or bouncing, which shows genuine joy. There's eye blocking, like our murder suspect did, which signals discomfort. And then there's neck touching, a huge indicator of stress. Let's look a little closer at that neck touch. In another case, Navarro was looking for a fugitive. He goes to the mother's house and asks her, point blank, "Is your son in the house?" And as she says, "No, he's not," her hand goes right up to her throat. This is a classic pacifying behavior. It's totally instinctual. When we feel stress, our limbic brain tells our hands to touch our face or neck to calm ourselves down. The mother's neck touch was a dead giveaway. It screamed that she was under stress, the stress of lying to federal agents. And sure enough, her son was hiding in a closet. Now, this knowledge is incredibly powerful, but we have to talk about a really important limit here. This is not about turning yourself into some kind of human lie detector. You see that number? 50%? That's how good the average person is at detecting a lie. It's a coin toss, and that includes judges, police officers, and yep,
Even FBI agents. Even Navarro himself is so clear about this. He says there is no single Pinocchio sign that means someone is lying. Not one. So all that stuff you've heard about liars avoiding eye contact or fidgeting too much, it's pretty much a myth. And here's why. All these tells, the eye blocking, the neck touching, the frozen feet, they signal discomfort and stress. But that stress can come from anywhere. An innocent person being interrogated by the FBI is going to be just as stressed as a guilty one. The real key is to notice the cue, but not automatically assume you know what's causing it.
So if we can't be human lie detectors, then what's the point of all this? What's the real superpower that this knowledge gives us?
Well, it's like Sherlock Holmes famously told Watson, you see, but you do not observe. There is a huge difference between just seeing something and actively observing it, and that is the real skill we're trying to build here. Ultimately, the goal isn't to be a lie detector. It's to be a better observer of people. By understanding these nonverbal cues, you get a much deeper, much richer insight into the true feelings and intentions of the people around you. And that can lead to way more authentic connections in every part of your life. Because once you know what to look for and where to look, you'll realize the signs are everywhere. This silent language is being spoken all the time, all around you. The only question is, are you observing?